The weight of blind faith. Emma Harper had always believed that love was a kind of magic, an invisible thread that tied two souls together, stronger than reason, stronger than doubt. At 29, she had spent her life chasing that magic. She'd grown up in the small coastal town of Willow Bay, where the ocean whispered secrets to the cliffs, and everyone knew everyone else's business. Her mother, a painter, had filled their little cottage with canvases of stormy seas and golden sunsets, teaching Emma that beauty could be found even in chaos. Her father, a fisherman, had taught her to trust her gut, to read the tides and the wind. But when it came to love, Emma's gut was silent and her heart was loud. She met Daniel Carter in the summer of 2023 at the annual Willow Bay Art Festival. Emma was selling her mother's paintings at a booth draped in indigo cloth, her dark hair tied back in a messy bun, her green eyes catching the sunlight. Daniel appeared like a character from one of her mother's paintings, tall, broad-shouldered with a smile that seemed to promise the world. He wore a linen shirt, sleeves rolled up, and carried a leather-bound notebook, sketching the crowd with quick, confident strokes. When he stopped at her booth, he didn't look at the paintings. He looked at her. "You're the artist," he said, not a question. "My mom is," Emma replied, gesturing to a vibrant seascape. "I'm just the salesperson." He tilted his head, studying her. "No, you're the muse." It was cheesy, but Emma laughed and something in her chest fluttered. Daniel bought the seascape for twice its asking price, scribbled his number on a corner of his sketchbook, and tore it out for her. "Call me," he said. "I want to draw you," she called. Of course she did. Daniel was 32, a freelance photographer who'd traveled the world. Santorini, Marrakesh, Kyoto. He showed her photos on his phone. Golden hour in the Sahara, cherry blossoms in bloom, a child laughing in a Mumbai market. He spoke with a quiet intensity, his blue eyes locking onto hers, making her feel like the only person in the room. He was charming, attentive, and just mysterious enough to keep her intrigued. He told her he was in Willow Bay for a few months, working on a project about small-town America. "I want to capture the soul of places like this," he said. "And maybe yours too." Emma fell fast. She told herself it was because he saw her, really saw her. He listened when she talked about her dreams of opening an art gallery, her fear of ending up stuck in Willow Bay forever. He remembered the little things, her favorite coffee order, oat milk latte, no sugar, the way she twirled her hair when she was nervous. He sent her flowers, left voicemails that made her smile, and took her on dates that felt like scenes from a movie. Picnics on the cliffs, midnight walks on the beach, a weekend in a cabin where he cooked her pasta and kissed her under the stars. By the end of the summer, Emma was in love. She trusted Daniel blindly, the way her father trusted the sea to bring him home. When he asked her to move to Seattle with him, where he'd been offered a contract with a major magazine, she didn't hesitate. She packed her life into 3 suitcases, said goodbye to her parents, and boarded a plane with the man who felt like her future. Seattle was gray and rainy, a stark contrast to Willow Bay's golden light. Daniel's apartment was sleek, all glass and steel. Perched on the 23rd floor with a view of Puget Sound, Emma loved it at first, the hum of the city. The way Daniel's world seemed so much bigger than hers. He introduced her to his friends, all artists and creatives, and she felt like she was stepping into a new life. She found a job at a small gallery in Capitol Hill, curating local artists, and started saving for her dream gallery. Daniel supported her, or so it seemed. He'd kiss her forehead and say, "You're going to do amazing things, Em." But there were cracks, small ones Emma ignored. Daniel was often gone, traveling for shoots. He'd come back with stories and gifts, a scarf from Paris, a necklace from Lisbon, but he was vague about the details. "Client confidentiality," he'd say with a wink. His phone was always locked and he'd angle it away when he typed. Emma told herself it was normal. He was a professional, private about his work. She trusted him. The first real red flag came in December, 6 months after they'd moved. Emma was at the gallery, unpacking a shipment of paintings, when a woman walked in. She was striking, tall, blonde, with sharp cheekbones and a designer coat. She asked for Daniel by name. He's not here, Emma said, confused. Can I help you? The woman's eyes narrowed. You're his girlfriend, aren't you, Emma? Emma nodded, her stomach twisting. The woman laughed, but it was cold. Tell Daniel that Claire is done waiting. He can't keep playing this game. She left a business card on the counter and walked out. Emma stared at the card. Claire Montgomery, art director, Vogue. Her hands shook as she called Daniel. He didn't pick up. She texted, "Who's Claire?" She came to the gallery. No response. When he finally came home that night, he was all smiles, carrying takeout from her favorite Thai place. "Who's Claire?" Emma asked, holding up the card. Daniel's face didn't change. "A colleague. She's dramatic. Don't worry about it. She said you're playing a game." He sighed, setting down the food. She's an ex. We worked together years ago. She's jealous because I'm happy with you. Ignore her." Emma wanted to believe him. She did. But the seed of doubt was planted. The doubts grew, slowly, like moss on a stone. Daniel's late nights increased. He'd come home smelling of whiskey and someone else's perfume. He'd brush it off. Client dinners, networking. Emma started checking his phone when he was in the shower, hating herself for it. The passcode was her birthday, which made her feel both loved and foolish. She found nothing. No texts, no photos, just work emails and his portfolio. She told herself she was paranoid. In the spring of 2024, Emma's gallery job turned into a promotion. She was now managing exhibitions, and her boss, a kind but no-nonsense woman named Mara, took her under her wing. Mara noticed Emma's distraction, the way she jumped when her phone buzzed. "You okay, hon?" she'd ask. Emma would smile and say yes. One night, Emma came home early from a gallery opening. Daniel was supposed to be in LA for a shoot, but his car was in the garage. The apartment was dark, but she heard voices from the bedroom. Her heart pounded as she crept closer, the floorboards creaking under her feet. "Can't keep doing this," a woman was saying, her voice low and urgent. "She's going to find out." "She won't," Daniel replied, calm as ever. "Emma trusts me. She's too sweet for her own good." Emma froze, her hand on the doorframe. She pushed the door open. Daniel was on the bed, shirt unbuttoned, with a woman Emma didn't recognize, petite, red-haired, younger. They sprang apart, but it was too late. Emma's world tilted. "Em?" Daniel started, standing. "This isn't—" "Get out," she said, her voice steady despite the storm inside her. "Both of you?" The woman grabbed her purse and fled. Daniel tried to touch her, but Emma stepped back. "Don't," she said. "Just go." He left that night, taking a duffel bag and nothing else. Emma sat on the couch until dawn, staring at the city lights, replaying every moment she'd ignored, every lie she'd swallowed. Daniel tried to contact her from jail, sending a letter that began, "You were the only one I ever loved." She didn't read past the first line. She burned it in her sink, watching the flames curl the paper into ash. By fall, Emma was healing. She'd moved back to Willow Bay, taking over her mother's old studio. The gallery she'd dreamed of was taking shape, a small space on the boardwalk, filled with local art and her own paintings. She reconnected with old friends, let the ocean air wash away the city's grit. Her father taught her to fish again, and her mother painted her portrait, capturing the new steel in her eyes. One evening, as the sun set over the cliffs, Emma stood at the edge of the water, sketching the horizon. She thought of Daniel, of the girl she'd been who trusted so blindly. That girl was gone, but she wasn't bitter. She was stronger, wiser, her heart no longer a fragile thing but a canvas, ready for new colors. She didn't need magic anymore. She had herself. Epilogue. Years later, Emma's gallery, True Colors, was a Willow Bay landmark. She mentored young artists, teaching them to trust their instincts and protect their work. She never heard from Daniel again. His sentence was long. His aliases useless behind bars. Claire became a friend, visiting Willow Bay for exhibitions. The two women bonded by survival. Emma never fell in love again the way she had with Daniel. She didn't need to. She found love in her art, her community, the rhythm of the tides. And when she looked in the mirror, she saw her true face, Scarred, yes, but radiant.